All right, let's talk about a word we all know, a word we probably use against ourselves way too often, lazy. But what if that word is a complete illusion? What if the real problem is something else entirely?
You know the feeling, right? You've got these huge ambitions, these amazing plans for the day, but the second your alarm goes off, you open your eyes and no, the energy just isn't there.
And so, the promises begin. I'll do it later. Tomorrow for sure. But tomorrow becomes next week, and pretty soon you spend hours scrolling, watching videos, basically doing anything except the one thing you know you should be doing.
Or maybe you do start. You get that amazing burst of motivation for a new project, hitting the gym, learning a new skill, but after a week or two, that fire just fizzles out, and you're left right back where you started, feeling totally stuck.
And when this cycle plays out over and over and over again, it's pretty hard not to come to one really painful conclusion. The problem must be me. Something is just wrong with me. But here's the idea I want you to really consider. What if you're not lazy at all? What if you were actually, from the very beginning, programmed to fail? What if this entire struggle isn't your fault?
Okay, let's pull back the curtain on this so-called laziness. We're going to dive into why you've been blaming yourself for a problem that's actually built into the system around you.
Think about it. From the time we're kids, we're taught how to operate in the world, how to live, follow the rules, don't ask too many questions, just get it done. But what nobody ever explains is how our own brain actually works. So, naturally, when we fail, we don't look at the system. We look in the mirror and blame ourselves.
So, that feeling you call laziness, it's not a character flaw. It's not who you are. It's just a collection of symptoms. It's your brain's perfectly rational response to being completely overloaded, totally unclear on what to do next, or stuck in a system with zero rewards. And this is the part that changes everything. Your brain isn't being stupid or lazy, it's actually being incredibly efficient. It's just running on its oldest, most basic software, a program designed to conserve energy and avoid danger. It's optimizing for short-term survival, not long-term success.
So, how does this programming actually get installed? Well, let's take a closer look at how our modern environment turns that ancient survival instinct against our modern ambitions.
I mean, just think about an average day. We are swimming in an ocean of things engineered to give us a quick, easy hit of dopamine. Every notification, every 30-second video, every single news alert is like a tiny little reward that requires almost no effort to get.
And your brain, being the smart, adaptive machine it is, starts to learn from this. It creates a very simple but very dangerous mental shortcut. Easy and fast equals good, hard and slow equals painful. So is it any wonder that when you sit down to do deep, important work, your brain hits the brakes? It's been trained to want the opposite.
And this, right here, leads us directly to the most common and honestly, the most useless piece of advice people give when you're struggling with this. We've all heard it, haven't we? Just be more disciplined. Just try harder. But when your brain has been fundamentally rewired for distraction, that's like telling someone who's drowning to just breathe better. It completely misses the point.
Here's the bottom line. When you try to just brute force your way through with willpower, you're not just fighting a bad habit. You are fighting your own biology in an environment that is specifically designed to make you fail. That's a battle you're going to lose almost every time.
Okay, so if trying harder is a trap, what's the actual answer? Well, the real solution isn't about forcing yourself. It's about redesigning the entire system around you. This is the big mental shift you have to make. Stop telling yourself you have a motivation problem. You don't. You have a design problem. Your environment, your habits, the information you consume, it's all a system that's currently designed for distraction. The only way to win is to redesign it. And the best part? You don't have to blow up your whole life to do it. You can start reprogramming that system with 3 incredibly simple, practical steps that actually work with your brain's wiring, not against it. First up, make it small. Your brain sees a huge goal like write a 200-page book, and it panics. That feels like pain. So you break it down into something almost laughably small. Your goal isn't the book. Your goal is to write 1 sentence today. Your brain sees that and thinks, hey, I can do that. That's an easy win.
Second, build easy routines. Look, willpower is a finite resource. It runs out. But routines, they run on autopilot. So you have to reduce the friction for your good habits. Want to go for a run in the morning? Don't hide your shoes in the closet. Put them right next to your bed so it's the easiest possible choice to make.
And third, use the 2-minute rule.
Let's be honest, the hardest part of any task is just getting started. So you make a deal with yourself. I just have to do this for 2 minutes. That's it. Anyone can do something for 2 minutes, but the magic is, once you start, it's so much easier to keep going.
In all of this, these small, simple actions, they lead to the biggest shift of all. This isn't just about being more productive. It's about fundamentally changing how you think and how you see yourself. The moment you really, truly get this, the entire game changes. You can finally stop the cycle of shame and self-blame. You were never lazy. You were just trying to navigate a very complicated world with the wrong map. Now, you can start using the right one.
Because this is about so much more than just habits. It's about your identity. Every time you write that one sentence or do that 2-minute task, you're casting a vote for a new identity. So you stop telling yourself I need to be more disciplined, and you start proving to yourself I am someone who does hard things. And maybe, just maybe, for the first time in your life, you stop fighting yourself.